It's time for Evanston Sports Live on MyLocalRadio.com and on the radio at KNYN 99.1 FM. Red Devil Sports are brought to you by Rocky Mountain Power, Ready, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Uinta County School District No. 1, Bear River Dental, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Western Wyoming Community College Evanston Campus, and Uinta BOCES No. 1, Mountain West Business Solutions, Evanston Regional Hospital, Cache Valley Visitors Bureau, Dr. McKay Frankham, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, Westar Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Freeway Tire, Hoover Chiropractic, the Come On in Casper, and T7 Propane. Now let's head to the booth with the voice of the Evanston Red Devils, Elan Olliff.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Fackrell Stadium for tonight's matchup between the Evanston Red Devils and the Powell You know what? I knew I was going to do that at least once tonight. I apologize to any fans of Powell that may be tuning in right now, but it is the Powell Panthers taking on the Evanston Red Devils, and I guarantee you that will not be the last time I accidentally call them the Pioneers. But we got a great game for you tonight. Both of these squads 2-2 in 3A West Conference play, and it's quite simple. Both are headed to the playoffs. The winner will be the number 3 seed out of the West. The loser will be the number 4 seed, as that is what is at stake here tonight. Evanston versus Powell, a rivalry that's fairly new considering Evanston has been in the 3A only for a recent time when you look at the history of Red Devil football. And we'll dive into this matchup when we come back after this on our pregame show brought to you by Cazin's Ace and Furniture. On a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on MyLocalRadio.com and KNYN.
Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Cazin's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be with brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more. Visit Cazin's Furniture, 941 Front Street, Evanston.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
The crew of Rocky Mountain Yeti have found themselves searching the wilderness for the elusive Yeti, traveling through the rugged terrain in one of their premium rides found at Rocky Mountain Yeti. Coming up to a clearing, the crew finally gets a glimpse of what they've been searching for, the great Yeti deal from Rocky Mountain Yeti. Visit today and see why legends are driven at 130 North 3rd Street, Evanston.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
What is Uinta BOCES No. 1? It's your community college to pursue your degree or certificate. It's high school equivalency. It's CPR and other workforce training. It's cooking and computer classes. It's 3D printers, vinyl cutters, and other free tools. We're many different things to many different people, meeting the education needs of the place we call home. So what is Uinta BOCES No. 1? That's for you to decide. Come see us today and let us help you make your educational dreams come true.
And we welcome you back to the Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show. Our scene set brought to you today. Well, actually, if you'd like to sponsor the scene set, it's available. Cazin's Ace and Furniture, though, sponsoring our pregame show. Big thank you to them. As first, let's look at tonight's matchup, the Evanston Red Devils and the Powell Pioneers. It's, again, a fairly new matchup when you take into account the fact that Evanston's only been in the 3A for, in the grand scheme of things, less than a decade. According to Max Preps, going back to 2007, the first time these two teams showed off was September 22nd, 2017. Evanston with a 14-7 win. Then they would get a 26-7 win back in September of 2018. But since then, it has been a 5-game winning streak for the Panthers, winning 20-7 in 2019, 50-0 in 2020, 39-6 in 2021, 35-20 in 2022, and a 36-14 win back in Powell in October of 2023, the last time these two teams met. Again, Powell back in the playoffs. They seem to be a regular participant of the playoffs. Evanston, on the other hand, this is their third time in the 3A playoffs since moving to 3A before the 2018 season. Matter of fact, the last time Evanston, though, has been to the playoffs in back-to-back seasons was almost a decade ago when they did it in 14 and 15, as the Red Devils are in the playoffs for the second year in a row right now. When you look at the matchup tonight, it is two teams that are eerily similar, as the Red Devils and the Panthers all have great running presence, running game. And the passing game is definitely something that is kind of a second thought almost to both of these teams. However, don't count out Keona Wisniewski, as he can fling it down the field when needed. This matchup features the number 3 and number 8 rushing offenses in the state. Evanston, the 3, Powell, the number 8. Powell, though, boasts the 5th best passing offense, and overall offense, it's the 6th versus 8th. Powell at 6, Evanston at 8. Defense, though, Powell does have an advantage. They're the number 1 rushing defense in the 3A, averaging 93 yards per game allowed, and they'll face off against the number 1 rusher in 3A, Braden Wallace, who has held that statistic since the beginning of the season. He now averages 104 yards per game. That is what it looks like here at Fackrell Stadium. We're going to step aside. We come back. We will have our our Ellingford Brother pregame coaches show, a special edition of it for you right after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
When was the last time you got to stay at a hotel that had an indoor waterfall and a fish pond? Or a hotel with a swimming pool, a baby pool, and 5 hot tubs? At the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming, you'll get all of this, plus an amazing complimentary breakfast. You can even reserve a suite with a private jacuzzi for 2. The rates are so affordable that every time you're in Casper, you and the whole family can stay without breaking the bank. The best hotel in Casper is the Come On In and Suites. Make your reservations today and come on in.
There are 3 things you can always be sure of when you get your tires from Freeway Tire in Evanston. First, they offer a price match guarantee on any published price. Second, whether you're driving across the state for a sporting event or you're just driving around town, you can feel confident knowing that you have top quality tires that have been installed by tire experts. And third, you're always appreciated by the owners and staff at Freeway Tire. It's reflected in the friendly service you receive every time you visit. Freeway Tire, quality tires and great service. Stop in today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Welcome back to the broadcast booth as we get set here. Evanston versus Powell on a Friday night, the 3 seed up for grabs. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our pregame coaches show brought to you by Ellingford Brothers, 307-789-1515 for all your sand, cement, and gravel needs. And when we come back, we'll have a special conversation about just how great the fall has been for Evanston with Uinta County School District #1 Activities Director Bubba O'Neill right after this. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Football live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
When you want all the amenities, a wonderful restaurant, and clean, comfortable rooms in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Whether you're in town for high school sports, on a business trip, or traveling with the whole family, book your stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. It's a 5-star experience from the time you check in until you say goodbye till next time. The Best Western Dunmar Inn, supporting students and families in all their activities. Make your reservations today.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
Friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Come visit For Pete's Sake for fresh-made coffee, an amazing menu of home-cooked meals, and great company. Visit For Pete's Sake on the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Evanston.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Welcome to this week's edition of Red Devil Corner, joined now by Uinta County School District Activities Director Bubba O'Neill. Mr. O'Neill, I've been asking certain coaches this question, and I want to get your thoughts on it. There has clearly been a culture change in Evanston this year. Last year, I think we kind of saw the start of it, but this year, Evanston's winning. I mean, it starts off with the girls winning a golf state championship. Riker Lynn brings home the boys individual title. The swim team has a reigning state champion in Rachel Johnson, and right now she's one of the favorites to repeat and do it at the 4A level. The cross country team is one of the top ranked in the state. The girls volleyball team just last night clinched the #1 seed in the quadrant, and for the first time in a while, the boys football team are going back to the playoffs in back-to-back years. What's it kind of been like to watch this change from your seat, and where do you credit that?
You know, I think there's a lot of reasons for it, and it probably has to start at home with the parents. They play a role because they care, and we went through a time where, the caring was, I just want my kid to be a part of the program. We don't want to put the time or energy into being more successful. I think that's part of it. I think the kids' summer work has been a huge part of it as well. Our kids are coming and spending their summer months actually working out, showing up at 5:30, 6 in the morning, putting a couple hours in, not only in the weight room, but also with their coaches, with their respective sports. I think our activities, just the sheer numbers, over 1,500 signups in a school district of 2,700 total kids, K-12. those numbers are phenomenal. That's equals a school like Cokeville's that we always look to as the bright shining star of participation. I think it can be attributed to that. Obviously, our coaches have played a huge role. I think the coaches taking ownership in their programs and spending time outside the regular season, trying to help kids be better, trying to be more professional like. And I think we've always had really good coaches, but we've had some great additions like the Watsabaws, like Aaron Watsabaw and Rob. Rob's a class act, and he really is the guy who started the path to the weight room stuff in the summertime. And I think that's his college experience. And I think he played a huge role in that too. And bringing that together, and you look at our head coaches, you got Steve Moore, class act, Roy Barker is doing a great job, coaching 2 different sports, a lot of success in both of those. Coach Robinette and Coach Carroll in the golf program doing a great job. Got to give the golf course a lot of credit, because in that golf program, the golf course starts those kids at a really young age, providing them a program. So when you look at it, the kids, the coaches, the parents, and you, Elan, you've created some excitement for Evanston activities. You may not know everything there is to know about every sport and what you should say in these particular moments, but you never lack passion and excitement. And I think that plays a role. We have a school board and a superintendent that spent $8 million over the past 3 or 4 years, along with the maintenance director, over the past 3 or 4 years, to give us the finest facilities, some of the finest facilities in the state. Even when the noise has been loud against it, we know that 50,000 students are going to benefit from these new facilities over the next 50 years. And that's pretty awesome to me. And our sponsors, they've taken ownership in their programs. So to pinpoint culture and where the change taking place, I don't think it's one single thing. I think it's a community effort. And I love that question, because I think some of the school board contenders, the candidates, have said, well, we need to change culture in our activities programs. They have no idea how great our culture is right now in activities. Our kids are getting it done in the classroom. They're at school every day. They're being really pretty good kids. They're still kids, and we expect them to be kids, but they're pretty darn good kids. You look at our student body as they show up for different events like a football game or volleyball game here in the fall, or the cross-country meet that we held here in the fall, the kids showing up and being a part of that. The culture is a culture of support. The culture is a culture of expectation, expectation for success. And it starts with parents. It probably ends with our school board and our superintendent. And I am very proud of where we are in our activities programs. I don't care what anybody says. I don't have to deal with things that other school districts are dealing with. And I listen to the stories that they have. Yes, we have our moments like any community, but for the most part, we're doing pretty darn well with our kids. And I'm very proud of our activities program. I'm proud of our coaches. I'm proud of our parents. I'm proud of our school board. I'm proud of our superintendent, our staff, our administration. But I'm most proud of our kids and the change that they've made. I actually told a coach to go along with this. I told a coach yesterday, it's so fun to go to an event and a kid come up and say, "How are you doing, Bubba?" They don't call me Mr. O'Neill. I've been Bubs since I started teaching and coaching here in Evanston. They don't treat me with disrespect. I guess Bubs is a terms of endearment name that most of the community knows me as. They also probably have some bad words that go along with Bubs, but that's okay too. But our kids, I'm so proud of them, and it's so fun to go and actually enjoy them competing. They rarely see me get excited one way or another, because I really am not that person. I'm either 60 or 0, and that's my personality. But I think there's a lot of people that can take credit for the culture that we have in our activities. And And like I said, it's you, it's all of those different people. And I am so proud of our coaches that maybe our community sometimes is not so happy with, but I'm very proud and happy with them and what they're able to accomplish. And with the kids that we have, they do care so much about those. So maybe went too far, but there's so much to say about culture.
Absolutely. It is a defining thing for not just an activities, but for a high school. It's not, when we're talking about culture, we're not just talking about, oh, we're going to go out and we're going to compete and be excellent on the field. We're talking about excellence in the classroom. We're talking about excellence in the stage. The marching band, I heard they got an outstanding rating at state this last week. So we're talking about excellence in everything that these kids do, and they really do a great job. I do want to bring.
Hey, have you been watching our band and our cheer and our dance at half times of our games? Oh my goodness. Those coaches, those sponsors, I call them coaches, but to you guys, sponsors, they work their fannies off. And I really, really enjoy the work that they have done in their programs. And that's all of our sponsors and coaches. We just happened to see those guys on Friday night. Our choir last night at the volleyball game, the best performance I've heard in 5 years. And I've heard some great ones, the best performance. And another thing that I'm so proud of, Star Valley was here on last Friday night, and it wasn't a great night for us in the football program in the end. I mean, it started off great and it ended up not where we want to be. But I love that the Star Valley fans talked about our kids, talked about our coaches, talked about our stadium and everything that goes along with our activities programs, them saying the positive things they were saying about that. And it's an amazing thing. So I could go on forever because I am very proud of what's going on. And I have been proud for a long time, but it's just building right now.
Well, and one could argue that this winning, this culture of excellence kind of was reborn with the Evanston Classics. You talk about the performance we've seen at halftime and things like that. When Evanston was struggling in some things, the Classics were out there winning state championships and putting on things. And I think a lot of people saw the fun and the success that they were having and thinking, why can't Evanston do this everywhere? And voila, here we are a few short years later.
Yeah, Elan, that's a great statement. It's contagious. It can be positive in its form, or it can be negative in its form. And right now it's in its positive form. And they're building off of each other. Our coaches really support each other and do care about each other. And that's what's kind of fun for me as well, because it's not always been that way. Our coaches really do like each other. And, they have their moments where they're not happy with some things that they do, but generally speaking, it's a very positive place to be with those guys, all of them. And yes, it is very contagious. And the positive that's going on, and maybe it is contributed to our Classics. And I don't know what it was in particular, but I'm just happy for it.
If I could, I want to ask you some questions about some specific programs. Sure. First, obviously coming off the volleyball game last night, it was 365 days ago that this same team, 1 year younger, was a number 4 seed going into regionals, and we expected to have a rough time at regionals. They missed state. This year, you fast forward just a year, and before the regular season ends, they clinched the number 1 seed out of the quadrant and are one of the favorites to get back to Casper for the first time since 2020. What can you say about the job that volleyball team, from the coaching staff, the managers, the players themselves, that they have done this year?
I was standing on the rail last night with an old friend of mine, and we were talking about success. And, it's been a little rough in the volleyball program the past few years. So it's been a very bright light in our activities program to see them come so far. But he made a comment that I thought probably summed it up best. It really looks like they're having fun doing what they're doing. They're fighting, they're scrapping, they're clawing, and they're having a lot of fun doing it. He said, and that's what matters to me. A guy that has not watched a volleyball game in 5 years. He decided to come and watch because he wanted to see the new facilities. I was going to take him on a little tour, but he came and watched, and I thought it was pretty cool that he said that the thing that he enjoyed most was those girls having fun. And I think that right now the coaches are having fun, the kids are having fun, they're having fun doing work. If you ever watch the video on the fish market up in Seattle, and they're having fun at work. Mr. Thomas, our superintendent, brought that into our school district many, many years ago as a principal. And that fish philosophy, our girls live it. They enjoy it. Our coaches enjoy it. And that's what's really fun. Success comes because they're doing that work and doing it with a great passion and a great positive attitude.
And it's not just happening with the volleyball team, football team, cross-country team. We talked about culture earlier, but the football team is going to go back to the playoffs and play for the number 3 seed tonight against Powell. It's the first time that Evanston's been back to the playoffs back-to-back years in quite a while. And the Red Devils continue to keep climbing up that ladder in 3A football, especially with the way they played Star Valley the last 2 years. It's that work and that enjoyment of the work and enjoyment of the fruits that's kind of starting to show up in not just the football team, but all those other programs. And if you were to talk to 8th graders right now that want to come and be a part of this success and be a reason why the success continues, what would you tell them?
I would say come be a part of something that's not only enjoyable, but it offers you an opportunity to go to work, to learn to work, enjoy working with other people, to be coached. I think that's the hardest thing that we struggled with being coached for a while. And what I mean by that is, hey, coach is going to give you the path that you need to go down to be successful. You have to listen to a coach, and kids have to be willing to do that. Come and be coached. Come and be part of something bigger than yourself. Come have some fun. Be a part of the school community. Be a Red Devil. And I think you will enjoy it. I know you will enjoy it. It gives you a place to escape from the stress that young people have in life, because it's no longer stressful to be involved in an activity where it's shared responsibility, shared ownership, shared success or shared failures. It's not just you by yourself. And so you get to be a part of a real family. I think Evanston, in terms of activities, is headed towards that. The best word I can use is family to define what we are right now. And I want those kids to know that they get to come to the high school and be part of a family, the Red Devil family, the volleyball family, the football family, the cross country, swimming, track, speech and debate, FFA, DECA, whatever it is, you want to be part of our Red Devil family, and you will belong and you'll be cared for.
That is Uinta County School District Activities Director Bubba O'Neill. Mr. O'Neill, Bubba, thank you so much for the time. Anything else before we wrap this up?
No, I thank you. The culture question couldn't come at a better time. We're about to go to the polls and vote here in a couple of weeks. And I've heard some negativity about our activities programs, because I think there are people that believe we need to win state championships. You know what we need to do? Where we need to win is making good citizens. And the bottom line is, you talk about success in volleyball and success in football and success in golf, success in swimming, all of those things that we're being successful in the fall sports. The thing that I'm most proud of in our success is making good citizens. Evanston High School, Evanston schools in general, is an awesome place to be. I have no dog in the fight. I don't have kids. I don't have family members. There's no connection for me into our school district other than I grew up here. I coached here and taught here for a long time. Now I happen to be the AD. But if I had to do it all over again, I would want my family to be here, because I know it's a great place to be.
Big thank you to Bubba O'Neill for joining us on our Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show. He said something in that final question, in the final answer he gave me, that spurred me to ask a question off the air, and that was, what is the percentage of kids that are successful that have participated in athletics, or not just in athletics, but activities in their after high school lives? And he says the vast majority, it's hard to assign a number to it, but the vast majority of kids who participate in high school activities are successful after high school. And we're not just talking went on to become millionaires or something like that, but just successful, great members of society. So a big thank you to Bubba O'Neill for taking the time to speak with us. We come back, we're going to hear from Steve Moore of the Evanston Red Devils on our Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show. More after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
Engines and transmissions, transmissions and engines.
Making your car run better is Brett's Red Mountain Automotive's specialty. Brett and his crew can do a full engine replacement or repair, brakes, AC work, and more. Visit Brett's Red Mountain today across from the cemetery in Evanston.
Engines and transmissions, transmissions and engines.
Is pain holding you back from doing the things you love? At Evanston Regional Hospital, our expert physical therapists can help you get back to feeling your best. We offer personalized treatment plans designed to address your specific needs. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing chronic pain, or simply looking to improve your mobility, don't let pain control your life. Take control of your health and get moving again. Ask your family doctor if physical therapy is right for you, or call one of our therapy departments directly. Evanston Regional Hospital, because your movement matters.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7 services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane for all your propane needs.
Our community. We love it, we live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
Welcome to the Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show here with Evanston Red Devil football head coach Steve Moore. Coach Moore, it's pretty simple. You guys are in the playoffs. Now you're playing for seeding. You'll take on Powell. The winner of this game will be the number 3 seed. The loser will be the number 2. In your mind, is there a big difference between having that 3 and having that 4 based on the competition on the east side?
You always want to finish the best you possibly can. And anytime you're between the lines, you want to get a win. So I told the kids Monday in our meeting that we have a chance to do something that we haven't done since dropping down to 3A, and that's finish better than 4th. Obviously, we finished 4th last year, so we want to up the ante a little bit, up the bar, and take 3rd. I mean, I think you always want to put yourself in the best position possible. So, yeah, we're on the road either way, if you look at it that way. And then you look at the Eastern Conference, they still have to shake out a bunch of seeding stuff that's, tomorrow night too. So we won't know who we play till we play and they play, and it's all ironed out. So, but it is important. I think it's important you go out. I think the main thing is to go headed into playoffs playing well and playing good football and looking good at the right time.
What are you seeing when you look at Powell?
Big, and I knew they were big because they have some all-state kids returning up front. They're big and physical, strong run game, and then the quarterback can throw it around a little bit. He's also the middle linebacker. And like we talked about, kind of reminds us of Cohen Morrow from last year, a very physical football player, just a really good athlete that does a lot of really good things.
Now that Star Valley game's kind of in the rear view mirror, there's a lot to like, especially in the first half. You mentioned in the pregame show last week that high school football is all about momentum. You guys clearly had momentum on your side at times.
Yeah.
What's it going to take to kind of finish the job and keep that momentum on your side this week?
Yeah, we just got to, just create opportunities. Kind of like, with Star Valley, we did create some opportunities for ourselves. And then we had some unfortunate calls that kind of shifted momentum, but we can't let that stuff affect us. We can only control what we can control, and creating opportunities. We've been talking about that a lot. That block punt was huge as a prime example of how you kind of turn the tide and get momentum on your side. And then we just got to keep it going, build off that. Understand they're going to make some plays, and they're going to get theirs, but we need to stay the course and just keep plugging away, doing what we do.
Looking at these two teams, both of them boast a strong run game. Both of them boast a strong defense. In your mind, what's more important for Evanston Red Devil football? Having that run game going the way that we've seen it, or having the defense shut down the opposing run game?
Yeah, I don't know what's more important. They're both equally important. You talk football and you have to be able to run the ball. You have to be able to stop the run. And that's a lot of times, especially in high school football, I think it comes down to that a lot. So I don't know if one is better than the other. I sure hope that our run game is popping, and we've put a few things in that they run a 4-man front, which we haven't seen for a couple weeks. Or that's what they've been showing anyway. So we've got some ideas there that we think will work, and then they'll run a lot of man coverage defensively. Is typically what they've done throughout the year. So we've got to exploit some opportunities that we think we can take advantage of.
Big thank you to Steve Moore for joining us on our pregame coach show, brought to you by Ellingford Brothers. 307-789-1515 for all your sand, cement, and gravel needs. We're going to step aside. We come back. We'll have kickoff, keys to the game, and your team intro on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Sell or buy your home with a realtor you can trust. At Cowboy State Realty, we are dedicated to helping you with all your real estate needs. At Cowboy State Realty, we are working for you. Call us at 307-200-4332 to schedule an appointment today.
Get a degree or certification, earn your high school GED, get job skills, become CPR certified, or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta Bosie's number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
Hey, it's Hunter here with Les Schwab. Just want to let you know we have America's Best Tire Warranty. It's now available at all Les Schwab Tire Centers. It includes our no-hassle road hazard protection, free tire maintenance, and a 60-day ride satisfaction guarantee included for free. Come visit us at Les Schwab Tire Centers today at 157 Bear River Drive in Evanston.
Helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable, the staff at Cazin's Ace Hardware is ready to assist with any home improvement project. Cazin's Ace Hardware, the helpful place, has expanded their store and inventory to meet your every need. Next time you're updating, painting, or maintaining your home, or you're in need of small engine repair on your lawnmower, chainsaw, or snowblower, visit Cazin's Ace Hardware at 800 Front Street in Evanston.
And we welcome you back to the broadcast booth. Let's kick it off with our keys to the game, brought to you by Cowboy State Realty. First game, key, win the trenches. This is going to be a running game. 2 of the top 10 rushing offenses in the state. Key number 2, open the playbook. Don't just rely on the run. use the pass like what happened against Jackson in some of these other games that they've won. And key number 3, keep your eye on 3, meaning Kiona Wisniewski, as that is your Keys to the Game, brought to you by Cowboy State Realty. As now we get ready to see the Evanston Red Devils enter Red Devil K. Fackrell Stadium for the final time in 2024, led out by Evanston senior Jaron Welling at the front. Evanston, red uniforms, red tops, white numerals with the blue pants, red, white, and red stripe down the side. Shiny red helmet with the white blocky, and here they come. Powell out there, white uniforms, white bottoms with a black stripe, orange numerals, black helmet with an orange Panther logo on the side. Kind of reminiscent of the Jacksonville Jaguars logo. It's just a Panther head mid-roar. I'm going to zoom this out. As we get ready for this matchup, Evanston versus Powell. Powell won the coin toss. They deferred. Evanston will receive the first half kickoff. And of course, Evanston going left to right. Powell will be defending right to left. We had a pink out game yesterday at the volleyball game, and it's the same thing here. Student section decked out in the same pink shirts that they had at the volleyball game last night. A thriller for the Red Devils as they won it in 5 sets over Star Valley. So Evanston's waiting for the go-ahead. Right now, the senior quarterback, Bronson Sims, in his final game here at Red Devils K. Fackrell Stadium. He's done a great job stepping in, leading this team. Getting ready for this matchup. Kicker for the Powell Pioneers, I told you I was going to do it more than once. Powell Panthers, Ivy Agee will do the kicking for the Panthers. In week 1 technically, she became the first female to score points in a varsity football game for Powell. And watching her during warm-ups, she was knocking down 47-yard field goals as if they were nothing. So definitely as good as advertised. She was the lead scorer for the Powell Panthers girls soccer team last year as a sophomore. As Agee now sets up the ball to tee it up. Boot to ball, and we are underway. End-over-end kick, falls into the arms of Wallace, caught at the 5. He takes it from the far side, looking for the near side, puts on a stiff arm, gets out to the 20, still on his feet, probably about the 23-yard line. And that's where the Red Devils will start this opening drive. So here we go. First and 10, Evanston on their own 25. So they gave them the 25. Sims will start in the gun with Wallace off his right hip. Takes the snap, quick handoff to Wallace, and he will get about 3 yards on the gain. Second down coming up. Wallace averaging 104 yards per game. That is good enough to be number 1 in all the 3A. Sims will go under center. Rich, the fullback. Wallace, the deep back. Sims takes the snap, pitches it out to Wallace, goes around the far end, trying to turn upfield, but he will lose about 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down and 10. Good job by the Powell Panther defense in pursuit of Wallace. And it's Kiona Wisniewski on the stop. Someone that the Red Devils are going to have to account for, not just as the quarterback, but he's also one of their lead defenders as well in the middle linebacker position. Sims in the gun. Rich off his right hip. Now they switch it up. Rich to the left. Tight formation, 3 wide receivers on the end. Sims rolls towards the left, steps up, has room, takes off, and he gets to the 33. Brought down by Wisniewski, and it'll set up 4th and 2 after the 8-yard gain by Sims. So Brooks Searle will come out to punt it away for the Red Devils. As the senior awaits the snap. That one, high spiral, will drop down at the 40, take a Panther roll, headed towards the 45, and finally picked up by Bridger Roberts. So now we see Powell, led by senior quarterback Kiona Wisniewski. As mentioned in the pregame show, this guy plays a lot like a name Evanston will recognize, Cohen Morrow. Middle linebacker, starting quarterback, runs hard from the quarterback position. He's aided by Trevin Abraham. And there's a penalty on the play. It'll be holding on the punt on Powell, 15-yard penalty. And that's the first one of the night. As I was saying, Trevin Abraham for the Powell Panthers. He's definitely a guy to keep an eye on, as he will stand back there with Wisniewski tonight. Shotgun formation, split backs. Wisniewski takes the snap, hands off Abraham, and he'll get a yard. This Powell team ranked number 8 in team rushing, averaging 152 yards per game. Evanston, number 3, with 193 yards per game on the ground. Split backs again in the gun with Wisniewski. Always a danger to run this guy. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws towards the left side, finds Jordan Loera at the 45, turns upfield and gets to the 50. So a 14-yard gain for Wisniewski as Loera. If that name sounds familiar, it's because he was on that Powell Pioneers back-to-back state championship team. Actually pitched in the championship game and put Powell in position to win it. Didn't quite get the win, but he is a name that definitely sounds familiar. So 1st and 10, ball on the 50-yard line. Again, split backs. Back there with Wisniewski. 8 minutes, 19 seconds and counting. Wisniewski takes the snap. Hands off Abraham, and Taryn Hawes says nope. Loss of 2 on the play. Big hit by Taryn Hawes as he met him back there. 2nd down and 12. So a great job there by Taryn Hawes, who just came up, wrapped him up, and said, just stay down there for a sec. 7 minutes, 42 seconds left in the first quarter. No score on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Under centers was Wisniewski. High formation. Hands it off to Abraham. He'll go towards the left side, gets to the 45, to the 40, and shoved out of bounds around the 35-yard line. So about a 17-yard gain for Abraham. And they'll spot him at the 34 of Evanston.
Come on, defense!
As Abraham, 3 rushes for 18 yards thus far with 7 minutes, 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Abraham back there with Wisniewski, takes the snap, takes the handoff, throws towards the right side. That is caught on the right sideline by the lead receiver, Evan Whitlock, for a gain of 9. That now sets up 2nd down and 1. Evanston needs to tighten it up here. As Wisniewski goes into the gun off his right hip, it's Abraham. Takes the snap, keeps it himself, off towards the right side. Taryn Hawes brings him down for a loss of 1. Another great stop by the senior. Third down and 2 coming up for the Panthers as Hawes was able to meet him. They're not fooling Taryn on the run towards his direction. So we'll see if they start to go away from him. 6:04 and counting. 3rd down and 2, ball on the 26 of Evanston. Wisniewski takes the snap, looking to pass, throws. That is caught for the first down over around the 23, and it's Evan Whitlock with a 4-yard gain. First and 10, Powell on the 22 of the Red Devils. Clock still rolling at 5 minutes, 26 seconds, looking for the first score of this game, and they are definitely safely in Ivy AG territory to come away with the first points of the game. We'll see what they do here. Another I formation as Wisniewski fakes the handoff, rolls towards his right, throwing deep, looking for the end zone. That is caught. Touchdown, Alex Jordan. So Powell strikes first on a 22-yard touchdown reception, and Alex Jordan, check it out on the instant replay here. Wisniewski on the play action, throws deep and finds Jordan as he makes the catch. As AG looks to go for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. Powell leads 7-0 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Let's introduce you to your 2024 Evanston Red Devils.
Bronson Sims, senior, quarterback, defensive back.
Jordan Mendez, senior, receiver, defensive back, and kicker.
Carter Moore, senior, wide receiver, and DB.
Brooke Searle, senior, safety, wide receiver.
Caden Marler, senior, outside linebacker.
Braden Wallace, junior, running back, outside linebacker.
Braxton Hanks, junior, running back, linebacker.
Dominic Stewart, junior, O-line, D-line.
Sterling Bragg, junior, receiver.
Jaden Bailey,
Junior, running back, linebacker.
Gabe Waltman, Junior, O-line, D-line.
Jager Lichty, senior, receiver.
Luke Guild, Junior, O-line, D-line.
Xander Hernandez, Junior, wide receiver, defensive back.
My name is Jesse Page. I'm a senior, and I do running back and linebacker.
Victor Lozano, Junior, running back, outside linebacker.
Sergio Lozano, Junior, O-line, D-line.
Max Tate, Junior, running back and linebacker.
I'm Carter Horton. I'm a junior. I do defensive line and receiver.
Aiden Van Vliet, Junior, wide receiver and DB.
Taryn Haas, left tackle and DN.
Tony Serta, Junior, O-line, D-line.
Daniel Quintero, Junior, O-line, D-line.
Max Gauger, junior, receiver, corner.
Clayton Cook, senior, receiver and linebacker.
Jordan Welling, senior, offensive right guard and defensive nose guard.
Jaron Welling, senior, center and defensive nose guard. Grady Ivy, senior, left guard and defensive end.
Owen Russell, senior, offensive right tackle and nose guard on defense.
I'm Brecken Rich. I'm a senior, and I play running back and linebacker.
I'm Payne Caldwell. I'm a junior, and I play tackle and nose guard.
I'm Keenan Batt, I'm a senior. I play offensive right tackle and defensive end.
I'm Riker Pace, I'm a senior. I play tight end and linebacker.
Braden Wallace returns the kickoff to the 28, and a big thank you to Les Schwab Tires for sponsoring our team intro. The right tires no matter the weather. Handoff to Braxton Hanks, and Hanks out across the 40. A huge pickup for Hanks. Call it 14, and the junior comes up big. Tell you what, Braden Wallace is a junior, so too is Braxton. They're going to be a lethal combination in the future for Evanston. Ball on the 44, handoff to Hanks, swallowed up, going nowhere. Making the stop is Doug Betker, the senior, as he'll lose one on the play. So second down and 11, ball on the 43-yard line. Four minutes left in the first quarter, and it's 7-0 Powell thanks to a 21-yard touchdown pass to Alex Jordan. I formation for the Devils. Hanks in the backfield. Rich as the fullback. Sims rolls out, looking to pass, picks up a block, throws it right side, looking for Cook, and has to get rid of it. It's the first pass attempt for Sims, or check that, second for Sims. Or check that, no. I was correct. That is the first pass attempt for Sims. Third down and 11 from the 43-yard line. As it seems like Evanston wanting to kind of pound the run early to see if they can break something off here. Sims goes into the gun. Wallace back into the game off the right hip. Sims sends a man in motion. It's Hanks from the far to the near side. Sims goes for the pass, looking for Brooks Searle. Would have been caught around the 45, and it's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Fourth down coming up. For the Red Devils, and Brooks Searle looks like he's going to come out to punt it away for Evanston. So 5 plays and done for the Red Devils. Snap goes right to Searle as he lets this one fly. That one gets to the 30, takes a Red Devil roll, and out of bounds about the 23-yard line of Powell. 7-0 Red Devils on the T7, or excuse me, Panthers on the T7 propane scoreboard. First and 10 from the 34 of Powell. Wisniewski goes under center, Two men in the backfield. Takes the snap, handoff to Abraham. He's got a hole off the left side before he's brought down by Breckenridge and Bridger Roberts, who combined. He'll pick up 6 on the play, though, as Abraham now with 24 yards on 4 rushes for number 29, Whites. 2nd down and 4 from the 40-yard line. Under center was Newski again. Snaps, handoff to Abraham, goes towards the left side, and a flag thrown late after a gain of 2 by the near side judge. See what the call is. Holding on Powell. So that'll march him back 5. Powell marching back 10, excuse me. Two penalties for 25 yards for the Panthers. Brings up 2nd down and 12. As Timber Fitch runs into the game, and coming out, taking a well-deserved rest, is Keenan Batts. Check that, Grady Ivy. My apologies. Under center was Newski. Pitches it out to Abraham. He goes towards the right side, looking to turn the corner. He's going nowhere. Has to reverse. That's not Abraham. This is actually wide open. Cody Seifert finds the near sideline. He started that play going far sideline, found out there was nothing there, and then came back. This is an absolutely crazy play as he went to the far side, looked like he was dead to rights, and then turned that in to a about 14-yard gain by Cody Seifert. All the way to the Red Devil 45. Wow. Under centers was Newski. Takes the snap, hands off Abraham, and he is brought down. Breckenridge on the stop, no gain on the play. Taryn Hawes is going to come out, get a deserved break, and Quade Peterson checks in for the Red Devils. 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 45 of Evanston. 7-0 Powell with 1:39 left in the first quarter. Wisniewski in the gun. Takes the snap, he's looking to pass, throws right side. That is knocked down by Bronson Sims, who steps in front of the would-be receiver, Alex Jordan, and knocks that one to the ground. First incomplete pass for Wisniewski tonight. 3rd down and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line of Evanston. Big 3rd down coming up if you can get a stop here. Wisniewski comes into the gun. 2 in the back with him. Takes the snap. It's a passing down. Rolls towards his right. Throws left side. That's incomplete. Great coverage by Timber Fitch. Intended for Jordan right at the first down stick. And it brings up 4th and 10. As back to receive the punt will be Brooks Searle. And Alex Jordan, the punter for Powell. Standing around his own 40-yard line. Takes the snap a little high, but does get it off. That one will drop down at the 10, bounce into the arms of Searle. He'll go towards the left side, now takes another turn, puts on a stiff arm, gets out to about the 25-yard line, and that's where the Red Devils will start this drive down 7.
Let's go offense!
First quarter with 1:06 remaining here in this first quarter. As Sims comes out and gives the play for the Red Devils. It'll be Bronson in the gun with Rich off his left hip. 3 wide receivers to the left. Sends one of them in motion, it's Searle. Takes the shotgun snap, play action, drops back, and now steps up, going nowhere. Wrapped up and brought down. Jacob Eaton with a loss of 5 on the play. Second down and 15 coming up. So a long ways to go as you go the wrong direction with under 40 seconds remaining in this quarter. Break the huddle at 31 seconds. Sims in the gun, has Rich back there with him. 3 tight wide receivers to the far side, and we have a whistle, flag offsides on Powell. So that's going to give those 5 yards back. That's exactly what happens. So that is 3 penalties for 30 yards for Powell here this evening so far. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. 7-0 Powell, thanks to a 21-yard touchdown pass to Alex Jordan. Sims will go in the gun. Rich off his left hip, 2 wide receivers on each end. Ball on the near hash. Now he brings Searle from the near to the far to make it a trips formation. Sims rushes out towards the left side, steps in between some defenders, has some room, out to the 30, gets to the 35. It's going to be close to the first down. Yeah, they're going to give it to him. Not even close to the first down. He just got it out and out. 10-yard gain for Sims gives him 3 rushes for 13 yards. Big first down, and the clock hits zeros here in the first quarter. 1 down, 3 to go. It's Powell, 7. Evanston, nothing on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
When you're starting a project, you want to make sure you have all the tools and equipment you may need. From screwdrivers to angle grinders, Norco has the tool solution for you. Norco, 95 Independence Drive in Evanston, serving you better.
7-0 on the T7 Propane board as we start the second quarter. Sims just picked up a 10-yard first down. And that's what we're going to see happen now. Bronson goes under center. Sergio Lozano now in the game. They'll hand it off to Wallace, and he will drag some people all the way to first down. Check that. That's Braxton Hanks. Hanks with a big carry for a gain of 9. 3 rushes for 22 yards unofficially for Hanks, as that was a great carry by the junior. Shotgun formation, Sims. Back there with Hanks, hands it off to Braxton. He'll go off the right tackle, looking for that yard, and it's going to be no gain, maybe inches, and it'll be 3rd. And I might say it's 3rd and inches, I believe. Nope, they're going to place it back a little bit, 3rd and 1. So no gain for Hanks on that run. 3rd down. Ball on the 45 of Evanston. Games that matter to Evanston are Rollins and Riverton, Torrington and Douglas. Strong I formation. Sims goes under center. Hands it off. They've got the first down. It's Wallace out to the 50 with a 5-yard gain.
That's just his thing.
That'll give
First
a first down for Evanston. Pretty big crowd on hand here tonight, but got to hand it to the folks from Powell over on the other end. They showed up well as well. Ball on the 50-yard line. Sims goes under center. It's Wallace in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands off Wallace. Goes towards the left side, puts on a stiff arm. He's off and running to the near sideline. Picks up a great block by Brooks Searle. Still on his feet out to the 20. It's shoved out of bounds. Around the 19-yard line. 31-yard gain by Braden Wallace. That gives him 36 yards on the evening. I don't know, it's night.
Well, no, they've only called him on pass so far. That's a right hit.
Under center, Sims. Strong I formation, takes the snap, hands off to Rich, the fullback, and he'll go forward for a pretty good gain, either 5 or 6 yards. We'll see what they mark him at.
Good job, 2-5.
As Breckenridge, the fullback, gets 6.
Oh, did she hear me?
Sims goes under center. Has Hanks in the backfield with Rich as the fullback. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls towards his right, looking to pass, caught by Rich, turns upfield. Rich!
First down!
With a first down, and it's 1st and goal, as they're going to spot him about the 4-yard line. So a 9-yard reception on the first catch. Completed pass to Evanston, and it goes to Breckenridge. 1st and goal from the 4. Sims goes under center. Strong I formation sends a man in motion. Handoff to Wallace, and he will maybe get a yard on the play. As Jordan Loera is the man to bring him down. 2nd down and goal from the 3. Sims in the gun, has Rich in the backfield with him, and we have a timeout on the field taken by the Red Devils. We'll take it with them. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
Reach a dedicated hometown, regional, and worldwide audience. Dive into the action with My Local Rodeo. Our high school rodeo broadcasts are the heart of the community, drawing families and fans who love to support local businesses. From prime advertising spots to exclusive sponsorships, your businesses can shine in the spotlight. Don't miss out. Contact us today and saddle up for an unbeatable advertising opportunity. My Local Rodeo, where your business becomes part of the excitement.
Red Devils down by 7, but they are 2nd and goal from the 3 looking to tie it up. 7-0 Powell on the T7 Propane scoreboard thanks to a 21-yard touchdown pass to Alex Jordan. With about 4 minutes left in the first. Here we are with 8.5 minutes left in the half. And the Red Devils looking to cash in. Sims goes into the gun with Rich off of his left hip. 3 tight wide receivers split it. Pitch out to Rich. Turns upfield. Rich looking for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown, Evanston. Breckenridge from 3 yards out, and he gets in there. And the Red Devils, a Jordan Mendez extra point away from tying this thing up. Mendez to attempt the point after. Hold by Rich, kick is up, and it is no good, wide right. And it's Powell 7, Evanston 6 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garters Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Breckenridge cashes in from 3 yards out, and the Red Devils miss the extra point, so it is still a lead for Powell on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Mendez will kick it away for Evanston. Back to return, it's Jordan Lorera and Alex Jordan. Mendez with the kick, and that'll go into the end zone for a touchback, and Powell will start on their own 20. All right, so far for Keona Wisniewski, he is 4 of 6 for 38 yards and a touchdown. Trevin Abraham, 5 rushes for 24 yards. And your lead receiver is Alex Jordan with a 21-yard touchdown reception. What's kind of been hurting Powell a little bit tonight is the penalties. They've got 3 for 30. Evanston is yet to be penalized, as the Red Devils will see what they can do against Keona Wisniewski. Back there is Mikhail Foley now in the backfield. Sends a man in motion and fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and he'll go forward for a gain of about 6 on the play. So Wisniewski gets 6 yards, 2nd down and 4 coming up. That'll give Wisniewski now 2 rushes for 6 yards. His only rush before that was a loss of 1 on the play, as Wisniewski still back there with Foley. Wide receivers split out on both ends, 2 by 2. Takes a snap, sends a man in motion, gives a shovel pass over to the speedy Jordan Loera. He'll turn, make a spin move at the 35, and get brought down at the 39. Carter Moore on the stop. Flag on the play. Let's see what this is going to be. Flag was thrown around 25, around holding on. It is on Powell. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. So that makes it 2nd down and 13. So another holding call. That is the third one on Powell tonight. So that bumps them all the way back to their own 17. Wisniewski back there with Abraham now in the gun. 2 wide receivers on each end. Takes the snap from the near hash. Throwing deep left side. That is caught at the 35-yard line by Jordan Loera. So an 18-yard gain for Loera. That's 5 of 7 for 56 yards. And Loera, 2 receptions for 32 yards. 1st and 10, Powell, after that big passing play. Wisniewski in the gun, man off his right hip, sends a man in motion, it's Loera. Wisniewski with quarterback keeper, Taryn Haas gets to him and waits for the Friends. Loss of 2 on the play. And Taryn Haas got there and waited for the crowd to get there with him. Grady Ivy gets credited with the tackle. And it's 2nd down and 12, ball on the 33 of Powell. Clock still rolling, 6 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in the first half. 7-6 Powell on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Wisniewski into the gun. Abraham off his right hip, sends a man in motion from the near to the far, takes the snap, pitches it out to Loera. He turns on the speed, gets across the 40, and is brought down shy of the 45 by Bronson Sims. It's a gain of 11, and it brings up 3rd and 1. So 1st and 10 from the 44 of Powell. Sorry, 3rd and 1 from the 44 of Powell. Big 3rd down, Evanston looking to make a stop here. Shotgun formation for Wisniewski. Trying to get Evanston to jump. Snaps the ball, keeps it himself, goes forward, has the 1st down, out to the 49-yard line is where they'll stop him. So a 7-yard gain for Wisniewski. And it's a fresh set of downs for the Panthers. Ball on the 49-yard line of Evanston. 4 minutes, 49 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 7-6 Powell. Both teams have scored touchdowns. The difference has been extra points. Wisniewski in the gun, 2 on each end and a man on his left hip. Takes the snap, hands off Loera. He takes off, gets to the 45 before he's tracked down and brought down by Marler. About a 6-yard gain for Loera.
Woo!
2nd down and 4, ball on the 43 of Evanston. Shotgun formation, Powell. Same situation, 2 wide receivers on each end with Abraham off the right hip. Takes the snap, drops back, looking to pass, throws left side. That is caught on the near sideline, brought in by Nathan Preter, the junior, with the reception, and it's good enough for a 1st down. He needed 4, and he got about 5 on that one. So 1st and 10 Panthers. on the 39-yard line. Wisniewski with Abraham in the gun. And it's a snap right at, and Wisniewski wasn't ready for it. And a whistle blown. Wisniewski was not ready for it. It bounced off his face mask, and a whistle was blown. False start on Powell. It actually takes away what would have been a fumble for Evanston, but it'll bump him all the way back to the 44-yard line. 1st and 15. 45 yards on 5 penalties for Powell in this one. Wisniewski in the gun. He has Abraham back there with him. Sends a man in motion. Keeps it himself. Goes up forward and gets across the 40 to about the 45. So a gain of about 9 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 5. Official timeout. Nope, never mind. He wants to roll the clock. He blew the whistle, then pointed at himself and says, no, keep rolling. So clock still rolls with just over 2 minutes left in the first half. Red Devils down 7-6 on the T7 propane board. Winner of this game will be the number 3 seed out of the West. The loser, the number 4. And it looks like we have a new quarterback in for the Panthers. Tanner Seifert enters the game. Timeout taken by the Panthers. We'll be right back after this. You're tuned in to the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
We know you can accomplish your goals. That's why we specialize in the tools you need to be successful. When it comes to safety, parts, accessories, and tools, you've got a professional on your team at Callus Automotive. Reach your goals with the right parts the first time with Callus Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
(7-6) your score on the T7 propane scoreboard. Powell in charge with 1:46 remaining. 2nd down and 5 coming up for the Panthers. There's some type of conversation happening between the officials. But Evanston looking to get the ball back before the half. They'll give it back to Powell in the 3rd quarter. As it's Seifert now into the game for the Panthers. Abraham off his left hip, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, pitches it, and wrapped up and brought down for a massive loss all the way back at the 40. It was Foley, and on the stop, check it out on the instant replay. They tried something sneaky, giving it to Foley on the run, and Sergio Lozano says no. Or Dominic Stewart, excuse me. Dominic Stewart with the stop, and it is 7-6. Powell, 3rd down and 10 after a loss of 5 by Foley. Wisniewski back into the game. Shotgun formation with Abraham. Drops back on 3rd and 10. Here's the pressure. He steps up, tucks it and runs, and he is brought down by Bridger Roberts on a huge 3rd down stop. Maybe gains 5 on the play. Gains 4. 4th down and 6 with 35 seconds and counting. Powell isn't really obliged to run a play here because they'll get the ball back at the half. And we invite you to stick around for our halftime show, brought to you by UNT and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours. And they're going to break the huddle with 19 seconds left, and they're going to go for it on 4th and 5. Wisniewski, empty set, takes the snap, and we have a whistle. Flag on the play. Snap distraction on offense. We'll lose 5 more.
Good call, ref. Good call.
That is one that you don't hear very often. I think that's what he said, snap distraction. Clock rolls with 4 seconds left. And now they're going to stop the clock. Timeout taken by Powell with 3 seconds left. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous national forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts, with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garters Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Welcome back to Fackrell Stadium. Friday Night Lights, Wyoming style. As it is 7-6 Powell in this game with playoff implications. 4th and 10 coming up. 3 seconds left in the half. Powell with the ball and will get the ball back in the second half. Wisniewski stands on his own 45-yard line, getting ready to take the snap. Ball on the 40. Dominic Stewart checked into the game during the timeout. Dropping back is Wisniewski, throwing deep, and that is caught, but he's brought down. What a catch by Evan Whitlock. But that's the end of the half. Massive gain. Doesn't matter. There's a penalty. Holding penalties decline, so it won't count in the stat book, as that is the half. So halfway home, it's Powell 7, Evanston 6, in a game that has lived up to the billing thus far. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Water testing, water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uintah County. Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintahcountycd.com.
The Classics take to the field as we start our halftime show, brought to you by Uintah Eye and Vision. We'll have more, and we'll keep the ads kind of shrunk up in the top left corner, and so you can enjoy the Classics. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Using the old-fashioned country tradition of barn building, Martin Sheds uses the time-honored construction techniques handed down from generation to generation. For quality, care, and attention to detail, contact Martin Sheds at 307-679-8187 to get a quote today.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
The picture of our eyes arrived. I want to see it. Dad, can you tell me whose eyes are whose?
Yep, your eye's the bottom green one and hers is the top green one. In addition to easily observable differences in eyes, there are also variations in how our eyes view the world. Some of this has to do with our posture. At a conference earlier this year, our staff used a new device that provided customized measurements for glasses, taking into account a person's typical stance. Check it out the next time you want glasses that are uniquely fit to you. Uintah Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours.
Evanston Classics on the field, and I gotta say right now, they look like a team that is ready for a state championship run. They look fantastic right now, so The Evanston Classics performing to Michael Jackson's classic Thriller right now. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have your first half highlights and stats on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football here on the Uinta Iron Vision halftime show on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Introducing the Train Station, your ticket to the best modern outlaw country in Southern Rock. Wherever your adventure takes you, we have the perfect soundtrack to fuel your journey. From the heart of the country to the soul of the South, we're bringing you the hottest tracks 24/7. Tune in now to the Train Station, streaming live on mylocalradio.com. Your new favorite destination for authentic American music. Don't miss the train. Hop on board now.
Great performance by the Evanston Classics as, again, they got the big hand that they deserve for being the two-time reigning state champions. As the cheer team comes out, coached by Sydney Liebert. We're hoping to get an interview with her in the coming in some coming games so we can kind of talk about the work that they put in as they are reigning state champions as well. It's time for our first half stats and highlights. Only two scores to talk about. The first one, a 21-yard touchdown pass to Alex Jordan from Keona Wisniewski, and it's Powell 7-0 with 4:59 left in the first. In the second quarter, a 3-yard touchdown rush by Breckenridge, and the Evanston misses extra point. 6-7 Powell, and with 8:22 left in the second, and that is where things are here in the half. Right now, looking at the stats, is Powell will get the ball back. Let's start with them. Keona Wisniewski, unofficial stats, but they do give you an idea of what's going on. Wisniewski, 6 of 8 for 61 yards and a touchdown, 6 rushes for 17 yards. The rush leader is Trevin Abraham, 5 rushes for 24 yards, and your reception leader, Jordan Loera, 2 receptions for 32 yards. 6 penalties for 50 yards for the Panthers. Bronson Sims, 1 of 3 for 9 yards, and 3 rushes for 13 yards. Your rushing leader is Braden Wallace, 5 rushes for 37 yards. Hank's having a pretty good game too, 4 rushes for 22 yards, and Breckenridge with the lone touchdown tonight. That is your first half stats and highlights. We're going to step aside when we come back. We'll have a special edition of our standouts, our Red Devil Spotlight interview brought to you by our friends at Aspen Cinema. On Tuesday, it was Disability in Uinta County's Shadow Day, and we got a chance to host one of the great participants of that, Mr. Hunter Brown. We didn't get an interview with Hunter, but in honor of that occasion, we're going to play a interview we had with Dave DeRue, who was the coach of the Special Olympics program, and he talks a lot about these kids. We'll be right back after this with Mr. DeRue on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak-a-peeker, the fast roller, the night lighter. And it's not long until they become the fender bender-er. The got a ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
Book your next event at Aspen Cinemas. Make it your own with corporate or family parties, birthdays, video game nights, or personal screenings of new movies. They're all available. With affordable pricing and easy booking, you can make your next event stand out at Aspen Cinemas. Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846. Book your event today at Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846.
Welcome to a special edition of Red Devil Spotlight presented by our friends at Aspen Cinemas. Joined now by Dave Drew. He is the coach for the Evanston Special Olympic program. Coach Drew, thank you so much. We've talked with you many, many times. The Special Olympic program is one of the strongest in the state here in Evanston. Talk to us about the kids that you got coming back so we can spotlight them, and also some of the unified partners, and kind of explain for those that may not know what a unified partner is.
Okay. Well, thanks for having us. We appreciate it. We always like to promote the program, so it's always good to talk to you. So our athletes are kids that have some sort of disability, an identified disability, whether it's intellectual, physical, but it's an identified disability from the state of Wyoming. And then our unified partners are kids that there's no diagnosed disability. And so the movement for the past it's been 10 to 12 years is we want to have the volunteers, they used to call them volunteers, participate with the athletes. And so they came up with unified sports. And that's where our program is really strong. We have a number of athletes and we have a number of unified partners. And so we're able to pair them up and compete together and alongside of each other. And so that's what unified sports is. So some of our athletes that we have coming back this year, we have a good solid core that we've had in the program for several years, which include Evan Elliott, Benny Chamberlain, Kai Stringham, Shane Ruth, William Clooney's been with us for a while, Homer Bodley, Hunter Brown. And then our new kids, we have Scarlett Sanchez, Caleb Faddis, Cooper Curry, Joseph Johnson. So we have a good mix of our old vets and new kids coming in to keep the program going as we go down the road. We graduated, quite a few of our unified athletes like Caden Hyatt, Cameron Hyatt. We had Jade Olson moved over to Lyman. But we did get a good group of young kids coming in that we either, I coached them in the past and they're not doing a sport right now, or they're in the peer advocate class with Mr. Berger. And so we have a good group of advocates coming in along with our, we have Jovi Quillinan's coming back from last year. And since I mentioned Jovi, so Jovi is a youth ambassador for our Special Olympics program in the state of Wyoming, and she's the unified youth ambassador. And then we have Shane Ruth, who's the athlete ambassador, youth leader. And we got to go to a conference this summer in Wisconsin, and it was one of the best conferences I've been to. And Jovi and Shane have some really good ideas about how we can keep our unified program and stuff, just to make it better, enhance it and make it better. And then we have Kieran Simmons coming back. She's been with us for a while. Leilani Richardson's been with us for a while. Remington Cates has been with us for a while. And then, like I said, we have a bunch of newbies coming in that we're excited about.
Coach, how important is it, in your opinion, that these unified athletes are true peers to the athletes, such as being the same age, going through the same stages of life, things like that? How important do you think it is that you have that peership along with the unified athlete kind of bond?
Yeah, so it's very important. It's, you would think that the volunteer or the unifieds, they're going to teach the athletes a lot about like sports and life and how to handle certain situations. But, from my experience and when I was in Special Olympics, it's very often that the athlete, teaches the unified partner or the volunteer, this is what it's about. This is what teamwork is. This is what really working together looks like. This is what a passion for a sport or being around a group of kids is all about. So I would say for both sides, it's very important because the athletes feel included and like they're part of something. And with the unified movement, it's not just the program. It's like we're out in the community. We're at the pep assemblies. Last year with the state track stuff that we had going on last year, we were in front of the school board and we're in the newspaper, and so it gives them a sense like, hey, yeah, we belong. And then it gives the unified partners a sense of like, empathy and patience and just willingness to help somebody out when it's not always the best situation. So it's very, very important.
Coach Drew, I got one more question for you, and this is kind of the question we asked because this segment is brought to you by our friends at Aspen Cinemas. What has been your favorite movie you've seen at Aspen Cinemas lately?
Oh, hands down, the best movie I've seen out there lately is Twisters.
Okay.
It was just a great movie. It was like me and my wife were talking about it after it was over. It was like there was hardly any swear words in it. There was no, like bad scenes in it as far as the content of it. And it was just a thriller of a movie. You were on the edge of your seat the whole time. And the soundtrack was awesome. Yep. And so that was definitely one of my favorite movies that I've seen out there in the last couple years.
That is Dave DeRue. He is the coach for Evanston Special Olympics this fall. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Anything else before we wrap this up?
No, just thanks for having us again. And, go Big Red. Good luck to all the teams this season. Golf is at the end of their season. And I know we have a good chance to have some qualifiers and some conference champs and state champs, and football's looking good. Went to the game last week, and even though we lost, we look disciplined. We look like we're doing things. Volleyball's off to a better start. Cross country's, even with the injuries, they're getting some PRs and doing good things. So it's a good time to be a Red Devil.
Big thank you to Dave DeRue for joining us on our Red Devil Spotlight, brought to you by Aspen Cinemas, inviting you to check out the best Christmas pageant ever. The Herdmans are 6 siblings who have a reputation for being the world's worst kids. However, when they take over the local church's Christmas pageant, they just might teach a shocked community the true meaning of Christmas. That's the best Christmas pageant ever, coming soon to Aspen Cinemas. Get your tickets now at aspencinemas.com or scan the QR code on your screen. We got a little bit of time, so we're gonna let you enjoy the Evanston marching band who just came back from state with an outstanding rating. The Evanston Marching Band, fresh off a great performance at state, put on a great performance of 3 Green Day classics here at Fackrell Stadium, and here's the fight song. Congratulations to the marching band on a great year. As of course, the drum majors are Adelie May and Lyra Hutchinson. Lyra's probably been busy today. She was a big member of that girls swim team who is hosting conference, as here comes the marching band past the stands in front of the crowd. And the marching band sends us out of our final Uinta High Envision halftime show here at Fackrell Stadium, brought to you by Uinta High Envision, where our vision is to improve yours. We'll be right back with the third quarter It's 7-6 Powell on the T7 Propane scoreboard on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com, KNYN.
In the past, when you needed a crown, it took multiple appointments and a mouthful of goop to create a mold of your teeth. Those days are gone. Bear River Dental has equipment that gets your crown done in one appointment.
So this is the scanner for our same-day crowns, and as you can see, we go through, we scan it, and then we're able to design exactly what your crown's going to look like, and then we send that to the mill, and it's going to cut it out. It's going to look just like it's shown on the screen.
The same-day crown machine builds your new crown for a perfect fit. Same-day crowns are one of the many services offered at Bear River Dental in Evanston. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Your life is busy, and there are many people who count on you every day. You have to show up. At Freeway Tire, we understand you are an important person and your time is valuable. That's why we have top quality mechanics and a team of experts. Whether you are coming in for an oil change and tire rotation or more extensive service on your vehicle, we can diagnose and fix the problem quickly and correctly. We'll work hard to get you back on the road as soon as possible so you don't skip a beat in your busy life. Freeway Tire, vehicle maintenance, from oil changes to engine rebuild. 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Just like our Red Devils athletes need breaks to come back and perform at their highest level, our eyes also need breaks. Everyone knows that 20/20 is perfect vision. The 20/20 rule is a great way to help our eyes come back to perform at their highest level. Every 20 minutes, take a 20-second break from your book, phone, or computer. In addition, it helps to look at something 20 feet away and blink 20 times to help relax your focus and refresh the surface of your eyes. Keep your eyes performing well so you can continue to enjoy watching the Red Devils compete.
When you need your eyes examined, call 307-789-3937. Now blink!
Being honored right now on the field, Riker Lind, as well as the ladies golf state champions at Evanston, Marley Torres, Haley Ridenauer, Amy Fessler, Maddie Brown, as well as Riker Lind, the boys individual state champion, being honored out there. It was a really good golf season for the Red Devils as Riker Lind and the golf team, the rest of the golf team comes out. Bridger Roberts meets Riker as he comes out. All right, here we go. Third quarter action. And in the meantime, let's check in on those games that matter for Evanston. All right, so the first one we're going to talk about is Riverton and Rollins. If Riverton wins, they are guaranteed no worse than the number 2, and right now they lead 21-0 at the half. So Riverton looks like they will be a top 2 seed. The one that Evanston is wonders the most about is Torrington at Douglas, and right now in the second quarter, according to the latest check we have, Torrington leads 21-14. Now the situation there is if Torrington beats Douglas, it creates an interesting tiebreaker because Riverton beat Torrington, Riverton lost to Douglas, and now Torrington so far beating Douglas. So you have 3 guys where all of them have one loss against each other, and it'll go down to a point differential tiebreaker between the two, which means we probably will not know where Evanston is playing by the end of the night. The most straightforward situation would be if Douglas and Riverton won. That meant immediately that Douglas would be the number 1 out of the East and Riverton would be the number 2 out of the East. And if that was the situation, the winner of this game would go to Riverton, the loser would go to Douglas. So, as it sits right now, with Torrington beating Douglas 21-14 in the second quarter, according to our last check, and if anyone has any updated info, feel free to let me know. According to that, things get very, very interesting. Other games going on around the state. Third quarter, Cody leads Jackson 28-14. Star Valley leads Green River in the second quarter 35-7. And Lander leads Buffalo 21-7 in the second quarter. So that's what it looks like around the state in the 3A. Mountain View beat Lyman 20-6 to lock up the number 1 seed in the 2A West, as Evanston will now get ready to kick the ball back to Powell. Again, the 3rd seed out of the West, up for grabs in this one. Winner gets it. The loser will get the 4th seed and will play the number 1 seed out of the East. Let me see if I can kind of clear up that playoff picture real quick. Of course, Pat Schmidt from WyomingFootball.com does a great job breaking it all down. And here's what he has to say. Riverton is in with if they are in, a tie for a 1-2-3, and it would go to score differential, either seeded 1 or 2 with the victory over Torrington, but number 2 seed with the Douglas victory, win or lose number 3 seed with a loss and a Torrington victory. So it looks like Riverton's going to be 2. As far as the Torrington-Douglas of it all, it's going to come down to point differential between the two, as I believe right now, as we are underway in the 3rd quarter, right now Riverton is in with a 7. They faked the handoff actually on the kick return. It was Alex Jordan, as he looked like he was going to give it to Loera, and then he kept it for himself. So he gets out to the, looks like the 20-yard line. As Timber Fitch with the stop. 1st and 10, Powell. So we'll let the tiebreaker scenarios in the East play out. Right now, Evanston worrying about taking care of business at home and trying to get that, getting that number 3 seed. 1st and 10 on the 20. As Keanu Wisniewski, we talked about how he's a threat to run. 6 rushes for 17 yards so far. He's been hit for a loss twice. Under center is Wisniewski. Foley, the fullback, and Abraham, the halfback, hand off to Abraham, and he will drag the pile about 6-7 yards on the run. Check that. That was actually not Abraham. That was Cyphers. So an 8-yard gain for Seifert, as Ivy comes up with the stop for Evanston. 3rd and 2. Wisniewski goes under center, same formation. Takes the snap, hands it off to the deep back, and he is going to get met after a gain of about 4 on the play. And it is Seifert again. 3 rushes for 26 yards. Seifert moves the chains for Powell. And that seems to be what their goal is right now with that run game. It's just kind of death by 1,000 cuts a little bit. They're the number 1 rushing defense in the state, allowing under 100 yards. But right now, Evanston has got them for 50, 72, 81 yards in the rushing game. Pitches it out to the left side to Seifert, looking to turn the corner, and he does. Gets out to the 40 and is shoved out of bounds. So another 8-yard gain by Cody Seifert. Brooks Searle in on the stop. And 2nd and 8 from the 40 for the Panthers. On their own 40, Wisniewski hands it off, going straight up the middle and still on his feet with a head of steam into Red Devil territory. It is Seifert again. Gets to the 46 of Evanston. 14-yard gain for Seifert, and that gives him 48 yards on 5 rushes. 1st and 10, Powell, as they are moving the ball very efficiently in this drive. Seven to 6, Powell. Wisniewski goes under center. I formation again. Takes the snap, hands it off to, nope, fake handoff. Looking to pass instead, tucks in and run. Pursued by Dominic Stewart as he's brought down at the 38-yard line. Caden Marler in on the stop. An 8-yard gain for Wisniewski. Second down, we'll call it 9 actually. Second down and 1 as Wisniewski has rushed 7 times for 26 yards. Under center, Wisniewski. I formation again. Takes the snap. Hands off this time to number 29 for Powell. Trevin Abraham, needed 1, and he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So an 8-yard gain for Abraham. Moves the chains for the Panthers. 8:22 remaining in the third quarter as the Red Devils down by 1. Wisniewski goes under center, I formation again. Takes the snap, pitches it out to the left side. Seifert, Clayton Cook in pursuit, and getting out to the 20 and knocked out of bounds by Brooks Searle. So a 5-yard gain for Seifert gives him 6 rushes for 53 yards. The line share coming in this drive right now. Second down and 5. Ball on the 20 of Evanston as they're in the red zone. Wisniewski goes under center. Seifert in the backfield again. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, goes towards the right side. Pass that is caught shy of the 10 by Loera. He'll pick up the first down out to the 11. So about a 6-yard gain on the reception. And Loera with 3 receptions for 38 yards. Ball on the 11, 1st and 10 for Powell. (7-6) on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Red Devils down by 1. 7:17 remaining in the third. Timeout by the Panthers. We'll take it with them. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Whenever you're in Evanston, Wyoming, the absolute best place to stay is the Best Western Dunmar Inn, with a wonderful on-site restaurant that offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a friendly staff ready and available to handle all your needs. The Best Western Dunmar Inn is a ground-level hotel with parking right at your front door. Rooms are convenient, comfortable, clean, and offer a great value for each guest. When you're in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Update from the Douglas-Torrington game. Torrington has come roaring back and it's tied at 21. Third quarter action. Powell leads 7-6. 1st and 10 from the Red Devil 11 for the Panthers, as they are knocking on the door to try and extend this lead. Seven minutes, 14 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Wisniewski will go in the gun. He's got Abraham and Seifert back there with him in the split backs. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, goes forward, and Dominic Stewart gets there after a gain of maybe a yard. Second down and 9 from the 10. Man, if you're Evanston, if you can hold them here, that'd be big. Second down and 9. Ball on the 10 of Evanston. Powell leads by 1. Wisniewski, same situation in the gun back there with Seifert and Abraham. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, throws. That is pulled out of the air by Alex Jordan in the end zone. Touchdown, Powell. As we'll check that out on the instant replay. As Jordan just pulls that one out of the air, dead center of the end zone, and Powell extends the lead. Here comes AG to attempt the extra points. Kick is up, and it is good. 14-6, Powell on the T7 Propane scoreboard on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garters Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Alex Jordan with this very good catch. Really, it's also got to give credit to Wisniewski, putting that only where Jordan can get to it in the end zone. Puts Powell on top, 14-6 on the T7 Propane scoreboard as Ivy Agee gets ready to kick it away for the Panthers. Searle and Wallace back to receive. Red Devils down by 8. With 6:23 remaining in the third quarter. Agee, she led the Powell Panthers in scoring as a sophomore in soccer last year. And she's ready to kick it off here for Powell. Booming kick, but it's going to go out of bounds. That'll put them up on the 40. That is the 7th penalty on Powell. So the Red Devils will get a little bit shorter of a field than otherwise.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. First down, Evanston.
So about a 15-yard penalty as they'll get it on the 35. Evanston down by 8. Now Wallace in the backfield with Rich. Sims under center. Takes the snap, and he will keep it himself and loses a yard on the play. Or no, that's Rich, excuse me. Rich loses a yard on the play. Second down on 11 coming up. Second down and 11 from their, or 10 from their own 35. So they call it no gain on the play. Sims in the gun. He's got Wallace in the backfield with him. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Wallace, rolls towards the right. Here comes Seifert, but instead Watches it up high, looking for Jager Lifty at the 50, and overthrew him. Pass incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up. Tried to hit Jager around the 50, but just kind of overthrew him a little bit. .637 left in the quarter. Red Devils down by 8, 3rd and 10. Sins takes the snap, rolls towards his right, has protection, now decides to tuck it. Flag thrown in the backfield, throw downfield, and that is incomplete, tipped away by, looks like Loera. But it looks like we're going to have our first penalty on Evanston. Holding on the offense. Penalties declined, so it'll be 4th and 10. And here come Brooks Searle. To kick it away for Evanston. Searle will get ready to kick it with Loera and Whitlock back to receive. Searle, high kick. It's going to drop around the 40. Fair catch called. Bobbled by Loera. Bobbled again, and it is out of bounds. Marler had it, and a few other Red Devils did as well, and they couldn't pull it in. Powell retains possession as, it'll be 1st and 10 on the 41, as it looked like Evanston was going to try to pull that one in. Wisniewski and company will start on the 41, and Evanston's defense needs to stand tall here and keep this a one-possession game. Wisniewski goes under center. Takes the snap. Handoff this time to Seifert, and he's brought down by Breckenridge. Gain of about 6 on the play. 7 rushes for 59 yards for Seifert. 2nd down and medium. Four minutes, 48 seconds, and counting left in the 3rd quarter. 14-6 Powell. Panthers with the ball on their own 46. Strong eye formation again. Handoff, nope, play action. Looking to pass instead, he's chased out towards the left side, throws it on the run, and that is incomplete. Intended receiver was, and it looks like we have an injured Panther. We're going to take a break. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation. Oh, take that back. It's fine. Jordan just kind of limps off the field on his own power, so he's okay. And that will bring up 3rd down and 5. All on the 46-yard line of Powell. Clock stops at 4 minutes and 22 seconds after the incomplete pass.
Red Devils at 3rd down. I gotta have more cowbell. Rise up.
Jake Cowan calling for more cowbell from the PA stand, and he's going to get it. Evanston bringing everyone, it looks like. Pitches it out left side, Seifert. There's a block towards the left side. Seifert looking to turn up the corner, gets the 1st down, and he's out of bounds over to the Red Devil 45-yard line. He needed 5, he got 7. on the Red Devil 44s where they'll spot this. 4 minutes, 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Red Devils down 14-6 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Under center was Newski. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and not fooling the Red Devils as Foley might have lost the ball. Is Evanston saying they have it?
Number 33, Mikhail Foley, the ball carrier.
They're saying he was down as the ball came loose as Foley picks up a yard. Riker Pace makes the stop.
Good job, Riker!
2nd and 9 as Wisniewski comes in for the Panthers. Goes under center. 2nd down and 1. Takes the snap. Hands off Abraham. Flag thrown in the secondary as Abraham's got the first down out across the 30 to about the 28-yard line.
Number 29, Trevin Abraham, the ball carrier. There is a flag on
Flag, and it's moving Powell back. Holding on Powell. That is 8 penalties for 75 yards for Powell this evening. That'll move them all the way back to their own 47-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and 19 with 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Ball on the far hash. Seifert, the deep back. Wisniewski under center, Foley the fullback. Takes the snap, hands off Seifert, goes towards the left side. Seifert turns upfield, gets almost the 10 yards back, and he does. Brings up 3rd and 10. As Seifert with 75 yards. On the game tonight.
3rd and 10 on the 44-yard line.
3rd and 10 from the 44 of Evanston. Seifert in the backfield again. Foley, the fullback, same thing. 2 wide receivers on the near side. Takes the handoff, rolls towards the right side, throws by Wisniewski and finds his receiver, Foley. And he's brought down after a gain of 12, has the first down. First and 10, Powell from the Red Devil 32 with under 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Powell doing an expert job running this clock down. Abraham into the game at the fullback position. Seifert, the deep back. It's a handoff to Seifert, and he gets to the near sideline to about the 25-yard line before he's brought down by Bronson Sims. About an 8-yard gain for Seifert. That is 10 rushes for 83 yards for Seifert tonight. 2nd down and 2 with 1:10 left in the third quarter. Under a minute to play in the third, and Powell leads by 8, threatening to put more on the board. Under center, it's Wisniewski, takes the snap, hands off to Abraham. He'll pick up the first down and a little bit more. They needed 2. He gives them about 7. First and 10, Powell from the 17. Wisniewski goes under center. Now you've got Foley in the fullback and Abraham the deep back. Flag on the play immediately. Thrown by the main official. False start on Powell. So that'll bump him back. It's the 9th penalty on Powell. So loss of 5 and 80 yards on 9 penalties. First and 15 from the 22 of Evanston with 15.3 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. I formation, you've got Loera, and it looks like Jordan split out to the left side. It's an off-center I, hand off to Abraham, goes towards the left side, and he's brought down by Clayton Cook after a big loss of about 3 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 18, but the clock still rolls, and they're gonna walk off the field. End of the third quarter, it's Powell 14, Evanston 6 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Football live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous national forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garters Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Second down, and looks like 18 coming up for Powell as we enter the fourth quarter. 14-6 Panthers on the T7 Propane scoreboard in this battle for the number 3 seed. Ball in the 25 of Evanston, and it's 2nd and 18. Wisniewski goes under center. I formation again, pitches it out to Seifert, turns upfield, flag thrown in the backfield, and Seifert wrapped up and brought down, and another flag thrown as the stop was made by Evanston's Grady Ivy. And we'll see what the flags are here. Might have offsetting. It was a loss of 3 on the play.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both by the offense.
Both on Powell.
Illegal block in the back, offense, and throwing flag, offense, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot, 3-play second down.
And 2, a block in the back declined, and then the holding accepted. 90 yards in penalties for the Panthers tonight. Second down and a long way to go. Ball in the 35. They got to get inside the 10 to pick it up. Second down and 28. Shotgun formation. You know Wisniewski's going to throw. Drops back. Here's the pressure. Rocks up. Brought down. Dominic Stewart and Grady Ivy.
Good job, Dominic.
Big play there for Evanston as Stewart and Ivy break through. Wrapping him up first is Stewart. Ivy assists him down, and it's a big third down. 3rd and 33 as he lost 5 on that sack. Ball all the way back to the Red Devil 40 as Evanston has pushed them. Big third down and another passing down for Wisniewski. 3 wide receivers on one end, 1 on the other. Dropping back, here's the pressure, has to dump it down low to Abraham, and he's well short. He gets about 4 yards on the pass as Stewart brings him down, and we'll see what Powell decides to do. Fourth and 26 here in the fourth quarter, down by 8, and Powell is going for it. Nothing deep if you're Evanston. And that's a whistle. The snap was dropped. Taryn Hawes landed on the ball. They're going to discuss this. Encroachment on Evanston, 5-yard penalty. Makes it 4th and 28. So that's the first penalty on Evanston. So 4th and 28, ball on the 21. Wisniewski, empty set, obviously going to be passing here. Looking to go deep, throws, and that is caught, but well short of the first down by Whitlock. Caught at the 15. A 6-yard gain, but it's a turnover on downs. Red Devils take over. First and 10 on their 15, down by 8, with just under 10 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Evanston trying to work their way back into this one. Sims goes under center, I formation. Takes the snap, dropping back to pass, in the pocket, throws deep, looking for Cook, and that is incomplete, broken up by Nathan Preeter. Would have been caught around the 50, and it's an incomplete pass. Threw into double coverage there. Cook had a chance to fight for it, but no one could hang on to it. 2nd and 10, 9 minutes, 51 seconds remaining. Sims goes under center, I formation again. It's Hanks and Wallace. Takes the snap, pitches it out to Wallace. Turns up towards the left side, and Braden gets about to the 19-yard line, so a gain of 4 on the play. 6 rushes for 41 yards for Braden tonight. And we have, looked like an injured player on the field. We'll be right back after this. You're tuned into First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Football, live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
Whenever you're in Evanston, Wyoming, the absolute best place to stay is the Best Western Dunmar Inn, with a wonderful on-site restaurant that offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a friendly staff ready and available to handle all your needs. The Best Western Dunmar Inn is a ground-level hotel with parking right at your front door. Rooms are convenient, comfortable, clean, and offer a great value for each guest. When you're in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Sims hands off, nope, keeps it himself, takes off, and he's going to drag a pile. Cross the first down, a gain of 8 for Bronson, as the injured player looked like Wisniewski, but he came off the field on his own power, so he's going to be all right, it looks like. 9:23 as the Red Devils move the chains to the 28. 1st and 10, Evanston. Sims goes under center. Hanks the fullback, Wallace, the deep back. Handoff, Braden. Braden's got a hole. Gets past one tackler, out to the 35, the 40, and there's an 11-yard gain for Braden Wallace, and that gives him 52 on 7. Wallace has needed to get the engine going for a minute, and without a doubt, there he goes. Another first down, 8:54 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Red Devils down by 8. Sims goes under center. Wallace in the backfield. Hanks the off-centered back. Play action. Sims keeps it himself. Design quarterback run. He's out to the 48. So that's going to be a gain of about 8 yards for Sims. As the Red Devils, as a team, well over the century mark now against a Powell Panthers defense that holds rushing teams to 93 yards per game. Evanston, again, well over the century mark. 29 for Sims, 52 for Wallace, 22 for Hanks. Those numbers tell the story right there. Sims under center. Hanks the fullback, and he gets it. Hand off to Hanks. He's got the first down. Needed 2, and he got 3. Evanston moving the ball well this drive. Down by 8 with 7 minutes, 54 seconds remaining in the fourth. Ball in Powell territory, but just barely at the 48-yard line. Sims goes into the gun. He's got Hanks off of his left hip. Takes the snap, drops back. Now decides to run it himself. Gets away from one tackler, another. And he's going to get 2 on the play. Makes it second down and 8 from the 46-yard line of Powell. Breckenridge checks into the game for Hanks. .703 left in the game. Under center, Sims pitches it off to Wallace, and he will fight his way forward for, looks like, 1. Trevin Abraham brings him down. 3rd down and 7 coming up. Dominic Stewart running into the game. Hanks is going to take a well-deserved rest. Missing tonight is the senior Jesse Page, as it will be Stewart in the fullback position. Wallace, the deep back. Hand off to Wallace. They collide. He drops the ball, and they meet him in the backfield for a massive loss. All the way back to the 50, a loss of 5 on the play. I'll bring up 4th down and 12, and Sims is going out there. They're going for it. 5:45, 4th and 12, back at their own 50. They got to get to the Powell 38. Sims in the gun. Drops back, throws. That is intended for Riker Pace, but covered well by Alex Jordan, and it falls down to the ground. So, turnover on downs, and it'll go back to Powell at the 50-yard line. 5 minutes, 29 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Wisniewski back into the game. Figured he was okay. So he'll go under center. Takes the snap. Handoff Abraham, and he will fight his way forward out to the 45, so a 5-yard gain for Abraham. Second down and 5 with 5:07 and counting left in the fourth quarter. Breaks the huddle at 4:50. Second down and 5 from the 45. Wisniewski goes under center with Abraham, the deep back. It's a handoff to Abraham, and he will get the first down out across the 35. So a big 11-yard gain for Trevin Abraham. As they're throwing things into the stand to the student section, that's where that noise is coming from. So first and 10, Powell from the 34. Jordan Lorera out, Evan Whitlock in. Under center, it is Wisniewski. Abraham now the fullback, and it looks like Seifert the deep back. Handoff to Seifert, and he gets out to the 30. Brought down by Riker Pace. Check that. That was actually Abraham. My apologies. So a 4-yard gain for Abraham. 11 yards for 56, or 11 rushes for 56. As we have a timeout called. We'll take it as well. 14-6, Powell with less than 4 minutes remaining. You're tuned in to the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
Powell on second down and 7 after the 3-yard gain by Abraham, with 3:44 left in the fourth. Well, no matter where the Red Devils are next week, we'll be there, as that's a run up the gut. He's going to be just shy of the first down. Quarterback keeper by Wisniewski, and a whistle. Timeout, Red Devils. We'll take it as well. Actually, we'll keep it right here. Actually, no. We'll go and take a break. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Fourth quarter action, Powell leads 14-6 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. 3:35 remaining in the fourth quarter, and in the regular season, really. Wisniewski goes under center, hands off Abraham. He'll get the first down out to the 20-yard line, and they're going to bring him inside the 20. He needed 2. Looks like he got about 7 on the play unofficially. It's 11 or 12 rushes for 63 yards for Trevin Abraham. 1st and 10 from the Red Devil 18. Well, no matter where the Red Devils are at, we will be there, whether it be Douglas or Riverton or maybe even Torrington next week. We'll be there. Unfortunately, because the Wyoming High School Activities Association have sold this video streaming rights to an out-of-state company, we cannot do video, but we'll have the audio-only broadcast as we always do. Wisniewski goes under center. Hands off Abraham. Riker Pace gets there, and the group brings him down after a gain of about 3 on the play. And another timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Let's see if we can get an update on what is going on around the state. Timeout by Evanston. One game has gone final, and it is Cody 41, Jackson 14 as the Broncs end their season with a record of 1-4 in the conference. Star Valley lead Green River 48-7 in the 4th. Riverton on top of Rollins 34-0, so they've done their job. Update, Douglas now has taken the lead over Torrington 28-21, and Lander leads Buffalo 28-21 in the 3rd quarter. So if all these scores stand, Evanston will be going to Douglas next Friday. If everything stands as it is now. Ball on the far hash mark. 2nd down and 7 on the 15. Wisniewski goes under center. Pitches it left side. It's Seifert. Gets to the sideline. Gets to the 15, to the 10. Brought down after a gain of 7 that they needed, as Seifert with a 90-yard rushing game tonight. First and goal from the 8 for Powell, and if the Panthers put this one in, it might be a mountain too high to climb for Evanston with 2:21 and counting. Wisniewski goes under center. Abraham, the fullback. Seifert, the deep back. It's a handoff to Seifert. Has a hole, gets to the right side. Touchdown, Powell. Flag thrown in the secondary. We'll see if it counts. Holding on Evanston, decline. Or no, holding on Powell, so no touchdown. So that takes it off the board. 11th penalty for 100 yards.
Let's go defense!
So Evanston has some life. 2:05. They need to make a stop right here, right now. And really a field goal makes it a 2-possession game. Not out of the question, but somewhat doable. Abraham, the fullback. Seifert, the deep back. Wisniewski under center. Takes the snap. Hands off Wisniewski, and he'll get maybe a yard on the play. Excuse me, handoff Seifert. Maybe gets a yard on the play. Bridger Roberts in on the stop. Invite you to join us for the final Red Devil regular season event of this fall season, as Evanston Volleyball goes to Jackson looking for a perfect quadrant season. They sit 5-0. The win last night over Star Valley guarantees Evanston the #1 seed in regionals. That'll be right here at Red Devil Gymnasium next Friday and Saturday. Wisniewski under center. Takes the snap. Hands off Seifert. Goes left side, and Marlar gets a hold of him. Roberts assists him down to the goal line. 3rd and goal from the 1. 9-yard gain with under a minute to play, and that might, stranger things have happened. You're going to need something big here if you're Evanston. You've got to keep fighting. You never know what happens here. As on the goal line, it looks like Wisniewski with 16 seconds left, looking to take the victory formation. And stop. The clock stops with 12 seconds left. Timeout taken by the Panthers. And we will keep it right here. Don't want to risk the end of this one. Powell really doesn't need to do anything, just needs to kneel this down. And they'll take what has been a close game tonight. We knew it would be. But Powell has led from wire to wire. They got the first score. Evanston couldn't get the extra point. Barring something miraculous happening here on defense, which really, if you're Powell, you don't really even need to run a play. Just kneel it out, take the 3 seed. If you are the Panthers, as was Wisniewski and company, will come out in the victory formation. Wisniewski takes the snap, will kneel it, and hugs and handshakes begin. The teams begin to line up as Powell will take this one by a final score of 14-6 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Evanston will be number 4 out of the West and will take on the East number 1 next week in the first round of the playoffs. We're not done yet, Evanston. A lot could still happen. Again, your final score is Powell 14, Evanston 6. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cash back for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Foot pain can make even the simplest things a struggle. Dr. Chad Brady is a foot and ankle surgeon who listens to your concerns, offering a variety of solutions to get you back on your feet and out of pain. Dr. Chad Brady can help you get back to the life you deserve. Don't let foot pain stop you from living your life. Schedule an appointment today. Dr. Chad Brady, Uinta Medical Group. Call or schedule online at evanstonanytime.com.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
And we welcome you to the post-game show, getting started with our Jimmy John's Free Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. Only 3 scores in the game, as we got the first score was with 4:59 left in the first, a 21-yard touchdown pass to Alex Jordan to make it 7-0 Powell. Evanston responds with a 3-yard touchdown rush by Brecken Rich with 8:22 in the second, and then a 10-yard touchdown pass to Alex Jordan with 6:23 left in the third, as that would be our final score. It's Powell 14, Evanston 6 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. Stats first for the Powell Panthers. Kiona Wisniewski, 11 of 14 for 98 yards and 2 touchdowns. Rushing 8 times for 27 yards. Traven Abraham, 13 rushes for 66 yards. But Cody Seifert, according to my unofficial stats, had 12 rushes for 100 yards. Leading receiver was Jordan Loera, 3 receptions for 38 yards. Powell penalized 11 times for 100 yards, according to my unofficial count. For the Evanston Red Devils, unofficially, Bronson Sims, 1 of 6 for 9 yards, but rushed 6 times for 31 yards. Braden Wallace, 9 rushes for 48 yards. Braxton Hanks goes 5 rushes for 25 yards. Brecken Rich, 3 rushes for 8 yards and a touchdown. And he is the only receiver of record with 9 receiving yards. Only penalty on Evanston was an encroachment, as they lost 5 yards on 1 penalty. Now we await to see what happens in the East. Evanston will take on the East regular season champion, which will either be Douglas or Riverton. At last check, Douglas was beating Torrington 28-21, and if that score holds, it will be Evanston going to Douglas a week from today. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street, where fast and fresh meat. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
It's the best feeling when you've had a long drive and you see your hotel, the Come On Inn, Casper. That means your day just got better. At the Come On Inn, you have lots of options. Unwind in the hot tub, go for a swim, relax in the beautiful atrium, and sleep in total comfort. Centrally located, the Come On Inn is close to everything. In the morning, start your day with a delicious breakfast. Top it all off with an amazing, friendly staff who is always glad to see you. It doesn't get better than that. When you're in Casper, always stay at the Come On Inn.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
And we welcome you back to the broadcast booth. Time for our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Dentistry for the whole family. 307-789-8910 for your appointment today, as we are going to go with Taryn Hawes. An absolute great stop in the first quarter as he came through, dropped Trevin Abraham for a loss in the first quarter. So Taryn Hawes gets our Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game. Brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Dentistry for the whole family. 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll wrap things up with a talk with Coach Steve Moore, as well as our Pepsi Player of the Game on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil football, live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
The crew of Rocky Mountain Yeti have found themselves searching the wilderness for the elusive Yeti, traveling through the rugged terrain in one of their premium rides found at Rocky Mountain Yeti. Coming up to a clearing, the crew finally gets a glimpse at what they've been searching for, the great Yeti deal from Rocky Mountain Yeti. Visit today and see why legends are driven at 130 North 3rd Street, Evanston.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7's services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane, for all your propane needs.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
And we welcome you back to the broadcast booth. Time for our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything's better with Pepsi. And tonight, the headlines in the run game is usually taken by Braden Wallace, but Braxton Hanks had a great game tonight running the ball, definitely showing that him and Braden Wallace can combine for a lethal trio, or lethal duo in the future. So congratulations to Braxton Hanks as he goes for the Red Devils. 5 rushes for 25 yards, but he really showed some heart on a lot of those runs. So he is our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything's better with Pepsi. Here now with Evanston Red Devil coach Steve Moore. Coach Moore, we knew it was going to be a battle. It's tough right now, but knowing that there's still a lot to play for as we're not done yet, how does that make you guys feel coming out of this one?
Yeah, this one stings a little bit, and we knew it was going to be a dogfight, a battle, which it was. But you're right. We're in the playoffs. We're on the road no matter what. Not sure where we're going, who we're playing, but we'll be prepared. We'll put a week together and get a game plan and get the kids going and go on the road.
It'll either be most likely Douglas or Riverton, depending on how some games shake out across the state. We'll do some scoreboard watching and figure that out later. But that first drive that you guys had, you guys seemed to respond really, really well to Powell moving the ball well. Then you guys said we can do the same thing. Breckenridge gets into the end zone. At what point did it feel like things were kind of starting to stall out a little bit?
Yeah, just the second half there, we couldn't get them off the field. It just seemed like even the end of the first half, they put that long drive together, chewed up a lot of clock. And then the second half seemed like they had the ball pretty much the whole half. So we got to get stops, get our D off the field, get our offense out there. We didn't start off great. They put that drive together and put it in. And, we got to come out of the gates a little bit better and do a better job.
One of the things that now that we're in the playoffs is probably one of the most important questions is, are we healthy coming out of this?
We're banged up a little bit. We'll have to go in the locker room and check on the kids, but I don't think anything serious, anything major, but that was a battle. That was big boy football out there and a lot of physical football. So I'm sure we're banged up, but every team is this time of the year. It's just what it is.
when you guys think about your second trip to the playoffs now, and by the way, I did look it up, first time since 14-15 that Evanston has been back to the playoffs in straight seasons. You guys are going back to the playoffs. You know that you guys have the potential to do some damage. What's going to be the message to the boys on Monday as you guys reset and get ready for the most important week
that's what I just told them in the huddle is, and they got some long faces, which that's okay. It should sting a little bit, which it does. But we got to come back ready to go to work on Monday and not let this hang over us and be lingering. We got to, we'll have to watch film and break down film and talk about some things and fix some things. But then we got to flush it and move on and get prepared for whoever it is we're going to play.
What can you say about just the fans and the environment that has been created at K Fackrell this year?
Yeah, it's a special place, and I tell our kids all the time, maybe it's just because I'm from here. Grew up here, I played here. It's a special place to me, but I think it's just a special place just with the environment, the fans, the student body, the band, everybody. And I tell the kids all the time, I think we're pretty lucky, and hopefully we're not taking it for granted, and we do appreciate it. Just would have felt better on the other end of the scoreboard tonight.
Well, no matter where we go next, we'll be right there with you. That is Coach Steve Moore, head coach for the Evanston Red Devils in the playoffs for the second year in a row. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Congratulations on getting to the postseason. Anything else to wrap it up?
Yeah, I want to wish the cross country. They're at state tomorrow, right?
Yep.
We got the swimmers at conference here tomorrow, or today. They were there today and tomorrow. And then volleyball's headed to Jackson, right? So a lot of things going on. I wish all those guys good luck.
Thank you so much, Coach. We'll see you soon.
Thanks. Go Big Red.
And that's going to do it for our broadcast here tonight. Your final score, Powell 14, Evanston 6 on the T7 Propane scoreboard. A big thank you to our producer back in the studio in downtown Evanston, Mr. Colton Bagley, our executive producer and owner, Val Cook, our webmaster, Sean Hando, our sales manager, Matt Petrie, our sales associates, Julie Burley, Julie Nelson, and Sarah Pay, and the rest of the staff at My Local Radio Sports Network, Voice of the Valley, Mr. Anthony Colasuno, voice of the Rich Rebels in Utah, Mr. Bradley Holmes, Rob Leifson, and Cullen Pace, voice of the West Side Pirates in Idaho, Mr. Jace Andrews, and voice of the Preston Indians in Idaho, Mr. Dan Hubbard. I'm Elan Olliff saying we'll see you next time the ball flies, which will be right here on mylocalradio.com and KNYN, where the number one team in the quadrant in volleyball, the Evanston Red Devils, will wrap up their regular season in search of a perfect quadrant record tomorrow in Jackson. Pre-game at 12:15, brought to you by Cazin's Ace and Furniture, and first serve scheduled at 1 o'clock. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow from Jackson. Take care.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.